Atrahasis is an 18th century BC Akkadian epic, recorded in various versions on clay tablets, named for its protagonist, Atrahasis, all the wise. The Atrahasis tablets include both a cosmological creation myth and one of 3 surviving Babylonian flood myths. The name Atrahasis also appears as a king of Shuruppak in the times before a flood, on one of the Sumerian king lists. The oldest known copy of the epic concerning Atrahasis can be dated by colophon to the reign of Hammurabi's great-grandson, Ammi-Saduqa, 1646–1626 BC. However, various Old Babylonian dialect fragments exist, and the epic continued to be copied into the first millennium BC. The story of Atrahasis also exists in a later Assyrian dialect version, first rediscovered in the Library of Ashurbanipal. The Atrahasis begins after the creation of the world, but before the appearance of human beings. So what does this mysterious Atrahasis contain? Tablet I of Atrahasis contains the creation myth of Anu, Enlil, and Enki, the Sumerian gods of sky, wind, and water. The elder gods made the younger gods do all the work on the earth. After digging the beds for the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, the young gods finally rebel. Enki, the god of wisdom, suggests the immortals create something new, human beings, who will do the work instead of the gods. One of the gods, Geshtu, known as a god who has sense, offers himself as a sacrifice to this endeavor and is killed. The goddess Nintu, the mother goddess, also known as Ninhursag, adds his flesh, blood, and intelligence to clay and creates 7 male and 7 female human beings. At first, the gods enjoy the leisure the human workers afford them, but in time, the people become too loud and disturb the gods' rest. Enlil, the king of the gods, is especially annoyed by the constant disturbance from below and decides to lessen the population by sending first a drought, then pestilence, and then famine down upon the earth. Tablet 2 begins with more human overpopulation. To reduce this population, Enlil sends famine and drought at formulaic intervals of 1,200 years. Accordingly, in this epic, Enlil is depicted as a cruel, capricious god, while Enki is depicted as kind and helpful. Enki can be seen to have parallels to Prometheus, as he is man's benefactor and defies the orders of the other gods when their intentions are malicious towards humans. Tablet 2 remains mostly damaged, but it ends with Enlil's decision to destroy mankind with a flood, with Enki bound by oath to keep this plan secret. After each of these plagues, the humans appeal to the god who first conceived of them, Enki, and he tells them what to do to end their suffering and return the earth to a natural, productive state. Enlil, finally, can stand no more and persuades the other gods to join him in sending a devastating flood to earth which will completely wipe out human beings. Tablet 3 of the Atrahasis epic contains the flood myth. It tells of how Enki, speaking through a reed wall, warns the hero Atrahasis of Enlil's plan to destroy mankind by flood, telling the hero to dismantle his house, perhaps to provide a construction site, and build a boat to escape. Moreover, this boat is to have a roof, upper and lower decks, and to be sealed with bitumen. Atrahasis boards the boat with his family and animals, then seals the door. The storm and flood begin, and even the gods are afraid. After 7 days, the flood ends and Atrahasis offers sacrifices to the gods. Enlil is furious with Enki for violating his oath, but Enki denies doing so. I made sure life was preserved. In conclusion, Enki and Enlil agree on other means for controlling the human population. The words river and riverbank are used in Tablet 3, probably in reference to the Euphrates, the river upon which the ancient city Shuruppak, ruled by Atrahasis, was located. While archaeological and geological evidence has shown such flooding was a fairly common occurrence, it is speculated that a particularly memorable flood, c. 2800 BCE, served as the basis for the story. No recognized scholar working today maintains the argument that there was ever a worldwide flood such as in Atrahasis. The Atrahasis, like the story of Noah's Ark, is ultimately a tale of hope and of faith in a deeper meaning to the tragedies of the human experience. If you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.